I appreciate you sending your streams, or rather your screams, Caden. Thank you for supporting the stream with your screams. Let's go from William Burton. Thank you, man. Welcome both you to the stream and everybody else that's here. See, there's 4 of you. That's cool. You guys for showing up early. Always appreciate that. So we are at the start of a new month, so I updated our sub goal from 10 with 2 progress to 12 so that we can hopefully get 10 this month to add to the 2 that we already have if at all possible. That's really the only thing I changed with the stream display that you guys see there. So as soon as you started talking, my game crashed. Subs 3 times more. Well, thank you so much, Caden, for subbing 3 extra times, man. Really appreciate that. So, I'm not really sure what I was working on before I started this stream, to be honest. I think I was doing something for a video that I'm not going to do on stream right now. However, for now, we can go ahead and start by grabbing a simple daily here in /join Arkin Grove. Oh, not the pretzel root or the mustard. We need the Elder's Blood. So let's get ourselves some beautiful Elder's Blood. How about that? Hey, Dream. Welcome to the stream, man. Living the dream. Playing the dream. Your mom's the dream. Wait, what? I didn't say that. Hey, new Doom Kitten drops. Oh yeah, there are 2 new Doom Kitten drops. That is true. I at one point had started like a mini series where like I go over the new weekend drops on like a shorts channel. Like every single week I would make a video that whenever the new drops or whatever every single weekend, and I did that for like 3 or 4 weeks, I think, and then I just honestly completely forgot about it because it wasn't really getting any viewership or comments or anything like that. So I kind of was like, oh well, I mean, people probably aren't too interested in this if nobody's saying anything about it. Maybe I should go back to that. I'm not sure, but I kind of went away from that just because, like I said, it was so easily forgettable since like I'd make it, and then YouTube wouldn't notify me, oh, this person commented or anything like that, and so I didn't really know if anybody liked it since there wasn't a lot of views on it. And then no one said anything when I stopped, so I imagine, yeah, nobody was too interested. Wait, what did you say about my mom? I said I love your mom. She's very beautiful, sweet, kind, and I hope that she lives the best life possible. What did you think I said? You've got to love them plushies. You should take an Archmage. I don't have a take on Archmage because I don't have Archmage. That's the big thing, right? Like, I didn't get very far in this game at all when I played almost 15 years ago, or at least 12 years ago for sure. And part of that is because I was a small child. when I very first started playing in like 2008, right? Like 2008, I would have been like 9 years old. So I didn't get very far, plus there was too much content, and then I kind of came back, I think, for a very, very, very brief stint, like a day or two in 2016-ish maybe. And then I only made this account around like 3 months ago, just barely over 3 months ago, so I don't know a lot of the stuff that people kind of like bring up, and they're like, oh, what's your opinion on this thing that like you know nothing about? And it's like, well, I mean, I appreciate you think that I know everything, but unfortunately I don't, sadly. This axe looks so freaking cool though. The mouse on it are like moving. Don't know. Well, Dream, you're just gonna take my word for it, man. It's not like I'm live streaming, you can go back and play and hear exactly what I said or anything. We're gonna ignore that failure of a wink that I tried to do there. I need to like throw some stuff in my bank though. That's like a high priority right now. Like maybe I'll keep that there, but these thank you notes and all, like I get the concept, but unless they do something, they're just wasting my inventory for no reason at all. We did finish SDKA. I was actually working on editing the video for SDKA to have that up for Tuesday. My hope is that I get that edited before I leave for work tomorrow, so that I can actually upload it early. Like, some of you guys may already know, like, when I make my videos, I schedule them for, like, 4 days a week. I do 4 videos every week guaranteed. At least that's my goal, right? Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday, 6 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And then Saturday/Fridays, it's whenever the Friday update releases, right? And then I get home from work, I come home and I do that. So that's always the goal, is to get them up at a certain time. But if I get the video done, say for example the Thursday video done Wednesday before I go to work, I'll upload it before I go to work if possible. And then I'll set it as members only so that anybody who's a member can get the video access early. But I don't ever like make any of my videos like members only, I guess, if that makes sense, right? Just if I get it done early, people get access to it early if they're a member, but it still gets released at the same time for everybody else like usual. I mean, I do have to say you're pretty knowledgeable quite a bit though. Well, I appreciate that. Yeah, I try to do my best to be as knowledgeable at as many things as possible when I do them, because I'm trying to create as, you know, simple to follow guides as possible, as well as just making sure that people not only understand them but can follow them easily enough, and then that they have all the correct information, because I don't like to make low quality guides, right? Because who's going to follow my channel if I make garbage? I know that if I saw somebody's stuff was consistently garbage, I definitely wouldn't follow them. I always try to make sure that I cover as much as possible. What is the name of this place I gotta go to? Battle Odium. So this is one of the things that I actually covered in my video that I released today, is how to get, what are they called? Void auras as quickly as possible, and one of the ways that you could do it as a non-member is coming over to Battle Odium and farming these 2 mobs that I am right now actually, and then gifting two of the items you can get from these guys, crafting the merge shop here, then giving it to Gravelin, and she'll give you some void auras, and it takes, like, as a non-member, from like just doing dailies from 150 days to 109 days. So if you guys haven't seen that video, definitely check it out after the stream. Would appreciate that. Drop a like, you know, all that good stuff. Same for the stream. But that's what I'm working on right now, because one of the main things that I'm working on right now is NSOD. All I've started doing so far for NSOD is I got SDKA, which will be uploaded for Tuesday. Hoping to get that done before I leave for work for tomorrow, so it'll be members only for a day until the actual official release date. And then I'm working on NSOD, so that's why I posted the Void Auras video, because I did all my research I could on the entire game itself to figure out how to do that, how to get them efficiently, and then I made a video. Because that's how I do a lot of my stuff, right, is I do a lot of research for my own self, and then once I kind of know all the information, I kind of try to condense it into a video. So, always nice. I want to get one more rose here. Oh, awesome, I got it right then and there, awesome. What do these stack up to? And look how much these stacked up to. Because I could pre-farm these for days in the future, so I don't have to do this. 10. Nice. Never try my best and people get expectations of you. I was the 1,000 subscriber. Congrats on 1K. Thank you so much, Jonathan N. Guyan. Look at my man gloating on everybody that he's the 1,000 subscriber. I did screenshot that it was at 9.99, but I'm glad that we hit 1,000 a day. That was my goal, was to hit it today. I only set that goal a couple of days ago because I figured in the amount of subs I average each day typically, and then we had a good upload today. Like, we had a good viewership showing in the video that we uploaded today. Like, we're already almost at 1,000 viewers, like maybe 100 to 200 views away from that, and the day's still not over for like 5 more hours, so we might hit 1,000 views on that today, which would be epic. Because we don't have too many videos like that hit 1,000 views in their first day. But you know, we're also starting out literal aura farming. Yeah, we are literally aura farming right now. I have 4 iotas in my bank account. Nice dream, that's awesome. I have 0, and I'm broke as hell. Which is, I mean, I do YouTube because I love sharing with you guys and chatting with you guys and building a community. It's awesome, right? But that's part of like the positives that come with it, is hopefully I can make a couple bucks off YouTube, because I'm broke as hell. Meanwhile, you're flexing on us with your iotas. Flexing on us brokies. Also, 2 more bars left and I'll be level 100. Also, GG's on the 1,000 subs. You deserve it, my dude. Thank you so much, William Burton. If any of you guys are not in the Discord, make sure you guys join the Discord. I'm sure Kaden could drop that link in the description, not in the description, in the comments for you guys. But if you guys have not already joined that, I would highly appreciate it if you guys did. That's where our community hangs out. We have like almost 50 members in our guild right now, and we have almost 150 members in our Discord itself. So the more the merrier, right? More help, more communication, more people to chat with, all that great stuff. Woo, whenever game coach, I always see if Janeway has a guide, and also remember to like, subscribe, hit the bell notification, or check out his Discord. Oh yeah, look at him. Look at him. Sorry, I have a little bit of dinner here to finish. I didn't want to get the stream up late. I want to try and stick as strictly to the schedule as possible tonight's stream. Especially since tomorrow, we normally have a Monday stream that's an hour, hour and a half. We have 2 streams a week, but me being a brokey and all that, I have to work overtime tomorrow, right? I've signed up to work 8 extra hours tomorrow. Try and help with my income a little bit, so that does mean that there won't be a stream tomorrow, sadly. So only 1 stream this week instead of the normal 2. Finally, an English AKW stream. Your vids have helped me in the last 4 days. I've started playing. Awesome. I'm glad that my videos have helped you, and that you have a English stream. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not gonna lie. I don't watch a lot of streamer content. I definitely watch, like, every now and then I'll check out the like my competition, like the other YouTubers that do content similar to me, and I kind of see what they're doing that I'm not doing, or kind of like take notes on, like, you know, whatever. Because I don't like to, one, make it seem like I'm copying other people's content, and I want to make sure that if I do content similar to somebody, I want to make sure it's higher quality. Because 1, you have to have a reason for people to check out your content specifically, and 2, I don't want to be putting low quality garbage out there and then making things worse, right? So definitely take a look at what other people are doing. But outside of that, like, I don't really watch YouTube or watch other people's content, at least not when it comes to gaming, right? Like, I watch a lot of AKW because I'm doing a lot of research. I mostly watch like scary stuff, horror oriented, or like cop stuff. Really like to see the crazy things that people do, like very like murder mystery oriented. I guess that's pretty obvious if you can see my shirt. I have a Chucky shirt on for Child's Play. Deathlord175. Probably should just change my YouTube channel name at this. Oh, yeah, I didn't even know that was who you were. So you're T1 Access or whatever on Discord. Okay. I know you by that, but so you saying that makes a lot more sense. I started typing that before you said anything. Yeah, it sounds like you did, because you had it up like right after I said it, like right after. I gotta at some point figure out what these guys do. Maybe I'll make a video on this at some point, like how to get everything these guys want for their gifts, and what to gift each one of these, and what they give, and which ones are the most useful ones. Because there are a lot of different people to gift here, and Greenland's not the only useful one. There's a few people that are good to gift to. Like, she's just good because she gives you void auras, but there's a lot of other ones that give you good stuff too. Not a lot, there's a couple other ones that give you good stuff, but the majority of them give you mediocre kind of stuff. But maybe a video on that would be useful. Let me know, guys, in the comments if you guys would be interested in seeing that. I got like a ton of ideas on video content on my backlog. Like right now I'm working on so many different things, it's ridiculous actually. I'm not totally new. The last time I played when I was 9 years old, yeah. So I was actually going over that at the beginning of the stream, that I played when I was 9 years old, like 2008, so twinning, right? You're an adult now, giving the inner child in me the chance to get the AQ membership and grind the hell out of this cool game. Yeah, yeah, that's exactly where I was too. Like, when I was a kid, I begged for that membership. I knew we were poor as crap. I begged for it. Didn't get it. As to be expected, right? But... oh, God. When I first played this again, I was like, you know what? We're getting that membership. Like, I got that membership right away. Because, like, you know... I deserve that at that point, right? Plus, it's not too expensive. Like, most memberships are like $10 to $20 a month. It vary, but the majority like 10 to 15 a month. And the AQW, if you buy like a year, it equals out to $5 a month. Plus, you get ACs with it too. So it's really not a bad deal if you get the year, because you're paying $5 a month. Plus, you're getting ACs and other crap. So, guide for Neo Metal Necro class. What the hell is a Neo Metal Necro class? What the? There's no way you're making this one up. You're not making it up. This is a real thing. Neo Metal Necro. Duplicate of New Metal Necro class. What the hell? Necros are a force to be reckoned with in a mosh pit. Like the band, their diehard fans have utilized their deathly riffs, mighty voice, and necromantic abilities across frozen submission. Wow. I was actually in a mosh pit yesterday. I was smashing my way through that mosh pit. I actually picked up a couple people that fell down in that mosh pit too. Don't want anybody to actually get hurt. I actually put a video of that in the Discord. I have a video of me crowd surfing yesterday too. That was like a birthday gift my wife got me a few months back, and it was a really cheap concert too. Like, people go to concerts at like hundreds of thousands of dollars a concert. Like, that concert was like $30 a person. So, not bad at all. It was like a birthday gift my wife had got me for me a few months ago. Very cool. I'll definitely join. Awesome. Definitely join the guild if you... yeah. Merges into a greater class too. It does? Wow. What class does that merge into? Don't make up another one, Caden. Never really into QW back then as a kid. I was more of a Dragon Fable player. I understand. I never played Dragon Fable. Dragon Fable wasn't out at first. I played Adventure Quest when it was just Adventure Quest, and then I saw AQW one day, and I was like, and then I never kind of looked back at anything else. So what are we working on here? I actually am kind of like all over the place right now. So we're going to need to change servers actually if I'm going to do this. So we're going to /join, well, not /join Arctics. We're going to go to Arctics. We're going to /join Timon. And I guess we'll do a couple of daily ultras here as a starting point. Let's see. Grab these quests. If we get some people in the stream though that are really good out there, maybe we could even consider doing some of the big ultras after the fact. But we're going to start with the dailies, right? I would IOTA's collector chest, but I have them all that just came in game, so yeah. Another person just flexing on us with all the stuff they have. I would IOTA the collection chest, but I have every single one of them. Jesus. Today's just the day that we get flexed on. Yeah, we've been flexed on by Dream, now we're being flexed on by Ocean. I'm just gonna eat my Mexican street corn while I get flexed on. Mog the flexers. Sorry, I have like 2 bites left and then I'm done. God, Caden. I mean, Neo Metal. Let me write this down because I'm gonna have to look these up just because of the fact that I'm interested at this point, right? Neo Metal Necro class turns into Doom Metal Necro class. There we go. Yeah, this music sounds like Star Wars. That does sound about right. Let's see what classes we got here. We got... Actually, take it too quickly. Can you just fucking Sign of Flames, Archpaladin, Varus, Doom Knight? The only questionable class here is a Sign of Flames, but Whatever, we're just gonna throw some buffs around and then see how this works out. Let me change my Lord of Order set here. There we go. I guess we're just doing this. Have some faith in these people. Hope that they're not all acoustic music. Yeah. Okay, I already read that. Sign of the Banks. Yeah, Sign of the Banks. Yeah, right. Like, I thought I was gonna eat with that video. That I got that video up so quick. Like, I pre-farmed the hell out of that class. Pre-edited the video before I left for work that day, knowing the class would come out while I'm at work. Just so that when I got home, I'd be able to upload that stuff so fast once the final information came out for that class. And then when I found out that class was garbage, I was like, this video is going to not do anywhere near as good as I wanted it to. I wanted this video to do great. It's not going to do great. Just like this team here. I didn't think this team count would work. And I'm not shocked at all that it didn't really, right? But wow, yeah, nobody's looking up how to get that class anymore either. Because, like, nobody wants to look up how to get that class. Why do you want to look up how to get a class that's just that bad? Oh, did he just switch to CSS? Intriguing. Got 2 Lord of Orders, so I might have to change. 1 membership's level warrior. Well, thank you so much for that, Ego. I appreciate that a lot, man. So oh, you gifted it to Caden. Awesome. Yeah, Caden's one of my mods. That's my hobby bad class. Yeah, I know, Caden. That is your hobby. But honest to God, if you come up with enough, if you create enough classes in your mind and get them added to the game just by creating them in your head, maybe I'll make a video guide at some point, like top 5 classes you've forgotten about that you should, whatever, I don't know. But thank you so much for gifting that membership, Ego. That's awesome, bro. How is bro dead already? The fight didn't even start yet. And this is why I hate pubs. Like, our team comp here right now is so bad. Like, we actually have a CSS on a Warden right now. And I know that, like, if someone really knows how to play a class really well, it doesn't matter. But I'm not going to put the direct faith that, like, these guys are going to know how to do it. Like, I just completely screwed up my heal there. I should have waited and now I'm dead. So the irony is not lost to me that I'm jokingly talking smack and then I make my own misplay. It's fucking hilarious, actually, the irony. Top 5 classes you shouldn't sleep on, +1 that's overrated. But I think that if one of these guys wants to go Lord of Order, I'll switch to Stone Crusher. If it would work. My U button's not working. And dude's already dead too. Fragmaster. Okay, he did switch to Lord of Order, so if he switched to that, I'm gonna switch to Stone Crusher. Ah, shit, I forgot that I didn't rank this up. Oh my god, now I'm the idiot. I didn't rank up my Stone Crusher. I completely thought I did. Oh my god, I am... Wow, that is impressively bad. That is hilarious. I'm completely off my game right now. I'm also, like, way out of my mind because of last night, so please excuse me and my idiocracy that I'm gonna have tonight. I'm gonna be a little bit off my rocker tonight, is basically what I'm saying. I'm not gonna be 100% peak performance tonight, but last night was great, so we got that guy done despite my complete, like, really need to be in the Legion to farm for Legion Revenant. I joined Legion just but I don't know exactly why I joined. Is there a class I should be grinding for? So with Legion Revenant, not Legion Revenant, sorry. With Legion, there's quite a few things that you can go for. Like, for example, I have a Yami, No Ronin class guide that you can go for Yami No Ronin. And that class is mostly only going to be good if you have... Sorry, I kind of like joined this fight mid thing. I don't even know what's happening. Legion's gonna be really good because I have the Yami no Ronin class guide on my channel, and if you don't have Legion, it's an absolute nightmare to get. And if you do have Legion, awesome, you can get it super easy, at least comparatively. Following that, there's also many other benefits, right? Like I think for 5,000 Legion tokens, you can get a class that I don't know if it's any good really. I haven't heard anybody talk, but then you can get Swordmaster for 2,000, which is pretty much just as good as Yami no Ronin, not gonna lie. Just has a lower dodge rate, but it has more DPS realistically if you build it right with endgame stuff. And then the other big thing with being Legions, you can get Legion tokens, which I have a video guide on how to get Legion tokens as fast as possible as well too, so that's nice. But yeah, Swordmaster, Yami no Ronin, anything that's in the merge shop there for Legion tokens, and I have a Legion token guide. Star Wars music going in the background. I might have to rely on my phone for stream chat tonight. I don't know what's going on there. The Restream website's just not working, which is a total shame. -2, I desperately crave my attention. You do desperately crave attention. He like begged for it in the Discord half the time. Jing doesn't feed me. Does Jing keep you in his basement? I live in his basement. Yes, he doesn't know. The music is cool, but it's really loud. Yeah, I have it super low. That's the other thing. Like if I go to my music here, it's at 13. I'll take it down to 9 and see if that makes a difference. But like it's crazy how loud it gets for no reason. My earballs. Recipe stream chat. Don't forget to do Gale. So recipes, boil water. You will be missed. Jesus. All right. Well, let's get out of here. It should have been double all boosts. It's not Monday yet, but my gold there wasn't doubled. Yeah. It's supposed to be 72 hours of that, so it shouldn't reset for another half an hour unless I'm wrong. But let's go to Ice Storm Wonder and see if that screwed up too, because we definitely didn't get double gold there. That's a total shame, because I mean, like, that would have been an extra 1.5 million gold, or just over rather 1.5 million gold that I would have just missed out on there. 55 plus 357. So the class boost is still working, but the gold wasn't. Make that make sense. So this class will be easy to level up, because I could just like boost all my allies, and then all their kills are going to count as mine, basically. Because other than that, I have like a target here that hits one target, and that's... or skill rather hits one target, and that's not going to be super efficient. Restream down. Restream. Is the stream not working for you guys? You guys can see what's happening, right? Or are you just making a joke here? Because my chat's kind of screwed up, but... well, it was screwed up, rather. Where's the resident battle for which trap? Lies resonance and dissonance. Using haste crit chance by 30% for the caster after 6 friendly targets while improving mana regain. Lasts for 10 seconds, has a 25% chance to apply a magnitude for 2 seconds. Greasy out there. Blah blah blah. Earth Texture Barrier Stone applies shield, increased damage resist for the caster for up to 6 friendly targets by 50%, applying a small HOT for 6 seconds, has a 25% chance to apply magnitude for... Why are my skills not working? I'm pressing the keys. Made a joke about the chat issues. Though, as you asked about the stream going down, I actually paused and was like, oh shit. Most Caden thing ever. Oh, I paused the stream. The stream must be screwed up. It's over. GG's, boys. We're going home. Pack it up. So 4 is basically damage resistance and a heal over time. And then 3 is haste and crit chance. Alright, and then what's 5? Everyone in the ground with dealing massive damage also applies aftershock DUT that grows stronger with every attack that you're running for 30 seconds. Has a 25% chance to apply magnitude. If magnitude is applied, your target's going to reduce. So basically, I deal damage and I have a chance of weakening them. Pause the stream. Well, good night, gunshot. Oh, Jesus. Maybe I'm just going to pretend I did not read that. Because I definitely did not read that. But, Caden, you are now a member of my channel, so you get early access to my videos. How does that feel, man? I don't know why, if he gifted that membership, I don't know why it went from, why it didn't move from 2 to 3, though. I'll have to take a look into that, because it should say 3 out of 12 now for the goal. If it doesn't automatically update itself, I'll manually update it at the end of tonight's stream to whatever it is. So, like, if we get another sub and it moves up to 3 or whatever, or if, you know, for example, I'll just manually update it myself so at least next stream it is correct. But that's just the sub goal for the month. So it's awesome that we are only 1 day in and we've already gotten 1 out of the 10 extra for this month. So great progress right out the rip. Usually doesn't see me as a person, which is valid. I knew something that was coming. I absolutely knew that. But can you make a video on what potion to use when doing ultras and how to get it? Well, I plan to do ones covering specific. I plan to do what, how do I word this? I'm completely jumbling my words together. I plan to do videos eventually going over how to use each specific class and everything like that. So, for example, like, if I did a video on CSH or CSS or whatever, they're the same thing, right? Chrono Shadow Hunters, Chrono Shadow Slayer. Same exact class, different names. If I did a video on that, I would mention how Felicitous Filter is like the best potion or whatever, right, for that class. Because the scaling for luck is different for CSS, and Felicitous Filter is like super easy to get. I think it's like 7k gold a potion. I don't know. I could be completely wrong. I'm thinking off the top of my head, but that's just one potion. That's good, right? Most potions you could just purchase them in Alchemy Academy, which is real nice. Blanking my laptop every night before getting bed is expensive. Just the monitor may be cheaper. Yeah, I'd do the monitor instead of the laptop. You'll save a bit more money there. You gotta be efficient here, you know. Money doesn't just grow on trees, Caden. You'd also consider getting blanks. I feel like blanks are cheaper than real bullets. I don't know. I would just assume, right? But I'm not a gun person, so I could be completely wrong. Any Americans out there could feel free to correct me. Maybe that was a bad joke. I can land level 70 my third to last cast, so it's kind of long some of these quests. I get sidetracked yesterday and I'm joining Legion getting Dark Lord. Haha. Dark Lord's great, and I mean, realistically, it's good that you got Dark Lord while you did, because I would assume, since it's the May the 4th event, that either tomorrow, with it being the 1st of the month, they're gonna get rid of the May events, if not very short after that, and that would mean the Dark Lord's gone again until next year. So, it's good that you got Dark Lord. A lot of people get sidetracked in this game, though, in general, I feel like. Like, I got super sidetracked in this game. Like, I made a whole, like, 90 days video, and I didn't fully go over everything, but I did a lot of stuff that wasn't, like, main storyline. Kind of off the rip. Maybe not as much as some people, because some people in a rush to get endgame classes. I was kind of doing, like, off the beaten path stuff for an entirely different reason. It's just because I wanted to fully experience the world on AQW. So I was, like, just doing a bunch of random, like, merge shops and, like, everything else along those lines. I was just exploring as much as I possibly could. Like, I didn't plan to use YouTube or nothing like that, but I ran into a lot of issues, and, like, on the occasion that I did use YouTube, a lot of the information wasn't exactly I liked it to be. So I ended up making a lot of my own video guides after the fact. Got me into content creation, basically, right? So, since we started leveling up one class, I figured we're going to level up Arachnomancer while we're still here. And it's still double class XP. Get another one knocked out of the way. Arachnomancer is another decent support, at least from what I've heard. And spent 6 weeks in slash less with just the dragon. Jesus. Yeah, you're doing the 7 Lords of Chaos, and I knew you were gonna make. As soon as I heard you say you're starting the 7 Lords of Chaos, I knew I was gonna hear never-ending amounts of jokes about the Lust boss. Well, Shaman killing more than helping me, so I got Dark Lord. Master Ranger's good too, but I hate spam clicking all the buttons as much as it needs. Yeah, I like rapid fire feeling classes, so I like Master Ranger and how active like the playstyle felt. But I could definitely understand, like, if you're, like, clicking, how it could definitely get tiring. Like, a lot of people in this game, kind of, it seems like they talk smack on you if you're not typing your buttons in. I kind of tend to do both. I tend to do, like, a mixture of both 100% for sure. Like, when I have the baby on my lap, he's slapping the hell out of the keyboard. So, like, I'll be pressing the buttons with my mouse most of the time. And then I get into that habit. And then every now and then, like, right now I get in the groove of actually using the number keys, but I don't know if you could even, I could be entirely wrong, but I don't know if you could use number keys all the way back when this first came out. I know that I definitely was a clicker then, that's for sure. Legendary Heroes well decent support, it's free, Book of Lore. Oh yeah, yeah. One of the big reasons why I haven't done that is because of the fact that thank you so much for the donation, by the way. I really appreciate that. Shiba dog moves his arm saying goodbye. Oh, wow. Are you leaving the stream then? If you're saying goodbye, or was it just meant to be a wave? But Legendary Hero, I think I've already leveled it up. I'm just leveling up classes I don't already have loaded up. I'm very particular in the sense that I like to make sure all my classes are level 10. It's just, I think this is the only class that I've unlocked recently. Let me check my bank real quick to see if there are. There is. If there is, maybe I could just pop a double boost. But yeah, very particular that every time I get a class, I get it to rank 10. Or I save a bunch up to get them to rank 10 at once. So you can kind of see my bank has a bunch of different classes in here. A lot of these I don't even know what it is. How convenient. That is so freaking convenient that, like, oh yeah, you got use Legendary Hero, you know, he's a good support. And then I'm like, thinking in my head, oh, I probably had the rank 10. I've had that since literally day 1 or something like that. And then meanwhile, I'm over here like it's rank 3, so I'm the moron here. That's absolutely brutal and hilarious. Because it was just 10 the whole way through. The only class I was missing is that one. Isn't that fucking crazy? That is so, like, convenient. There are 59 collection chests in Inky Duggan right now. You're pressing a lot of buttons. Try Skyguard Grenadier class. It's heavy hit, good survivability, and very slow attack rates. Oh, I like stuff that has 5 fast attack rates. I mean, maybe the other guy, but for me, I like stuff that has fast attack rates because it feels like I'm playing the game more. I'm not used to playing games that are as inactive as AQW. I think maybe read with some of these. Bite your target, venom tags ejected with toxin for 4 seconds. Retreat with the grace of an arachnid. Increase your dodge by 70% for 1 second. Wow. 1 siphons health, so I got lifesteal. So, it's calling the damage over 10 seconds increase or lower health is retreat. Okay, so every one of these gives me like 70% dodge. Costs 10% of your max HP and tears away their armor. Inflict your foe with panic. Increase the DOT they take by 100% for 12 seconds. Ah, so that's the support skill. I was wondering where there was going to be a support skill, because I heard it was good for support, but like, nothing boosted your allies. So, increasing your allies' DOT. Close to your veins, melting your webbing, melting your armor, body, and your opponent's armor. Cocoon your foes with toxic webbing, costing 20% match speed. Increase the damage to take by 100% for 12 seconds. There's the support right there. I sacrifice a ton of my health, and I increase the damage they take by 100%, or the DOT they take by 100%. Or I guess I could stack them both at the same time. 6-second cooldown, 6-second cooldown. So I can hold that infinitely. That's crazy. That's a lot of damage. Holy crap. I use number keys and mouse. Yeah, so you're like the same with me. I'm never consistent with what I do. I just know that when I have the baby on my lap, I'm 100% using, like, both of them. Will now be a Doom Daddy. What's up? So, what Caden means by that is, like, one of the roles... So, I didn't start this initially, but, like, I have a whole bunch of roles in the Discord. Like, if you check the roles channel, like, there's a Doom Daddy role, and the guy got the Doom Daddy role by, like, because he was asking for a Doom Daddy role because he's really obsessed with it for whatever reason. And... he donated $25 to, me to buy guild slots for the guild, right? Like, so he just gifted me a $25 Artix code to buy guild slots for the guild, because it's like $1 a slot. It's really expensive. We were running out of guild slots. And I was like, okay, well, since you did that, I'll give you the role that you wanted, right? So he basically paid me to get that role because he wanted it, and then it also worked out because he's in the guild, and now we have 25 more guild slots, basically. That's the whole story behind that, realistically. What's up, the Hounderd? The Honored? I'm sorry if I cannot pronounce it right. There's like a U there, and it makes it kind of weird. Doom Days are direct supporters. We appreciate your support and like to show things on the... I mean, that's another way to do it, right? Like, I mean, how many Doom Days do we have now? We just have Dragon Killer, because Dragon Killer was the one who specifically asked for that role. But Twigu, something like that. I forget his name. Sorry, I'm really bad with names. I know his icon, and I know his YouTube, but I can't remember his Discord name. He has a special role as well. Spear kind of dude. I wish they have a Dynasty Warriors type spear in the game. I like that. Haha, Doom Daddy. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know if they have a spear class. I mean, because of the fact that like none of these classes are really particular. I guess the Gunslinger has a gun and Master Ranger has a bow, but maybe a class with the Javelin, even if maybe not a spear, would be interesting because they're kind of similar. But I don't think for melee characters they specifically give them a specific weapon. I think it's just whatever weapon you have. Unless I'm wrong, of course, where it comes to the animations. I bought into Infinity and people told me to try AQW since I'm on a content Infinity. Anyways, just started AQW, wondering how long an average it takes to complete the story. Well, that's gonna vary completely, right? Because it depends on what you consider the stories. Because like if your first experience with Adventure Quest Worlds is Infinity, which is kind of crazy to even think that people's first experience with Adventure Quest Worlds is Adventure Quest Infinity's Alpha. That's a shocking. Like I'm actually very shell shocked by that right now. But like if that's truly the case, there's no real answer to that. I mean, like the very first saga that most people start with, which is the main saga, is 13 Lords of Chaos. That can vary by a lot because of the fact that like some people buy a class like Chrono Shadow Slayer, Shadow Hunter, and it blows them through a lot quicker. Some people make it through with very bare-bone classes, or some people get very distracted and don't complete it. I mean, it's an MMO after all, right? So it's just one saga. But maybe 20 to 40 hours, depending on how slow you go through it. But if you, like, buy a OP class and speedrun it because you know the game and stuff, maybe, like, 10 to 15. I'd probably say 20 to 40 hours off the top of my head. But if you're talking about, like, completing all the storylines in AQW, there's so many storylines in this game that as a content creator who makes guides, I'm probably missing so many dozens, like, if not like 100 storylines still. There's a lot, right? Like, there's so much story in this game. There's so many, and it's because there's so many different ones. Like, if you want to go and do the main story, like, that they just finished the Flame of the Beyond saga. To access that story, you have to go through, like, Adventures, and then it's, like, Shadows of War 1, which, for whatever reason, you could skip that. But then you have Shadows of War 2, which is all of these zones here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 zones. Then you can go to Age of Ruin the Sea, which you have to do next. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then after you complete all of that, I think there's a whole other section after that, which is Cold Thunder, maybe? And that's another, like, 5 zones. And now you can finally grind for, like, King's Echo. And then Flame Beyond is another, like, 7. And that's just, like, the new saga that they did. It has to say 20 to 40 hours on it, because on day 4 I'm only at my 11th Chaos Lord. Yeah, like, it varies mostly off of your experience and how much you pay into the game. Original story was called the 13 Lords of Chaos. Yeah, that was the original one, right? Like, and that's going to be the first story that they poured over to AQI. Like, they said, for the full release of Adventure Quest Worlds, they want to have the Darkon Saga. They want to have the Throne of Darkness Saga. They want to have... God, there was one other one. It was the Doomwood Saga, I think. And then they also want to have the 13 Lords of Chaos. Now, Doomwood, I don't know if they're going to have... If their plan is just have one part of it or all 3 parts of that. Because depending on what their goal is there, that could be a difference of like 5 zones to almost like 20 zones. Because the Doomwood Saga is pretty stretched out because there is 3 parts to it. Darkon Saga is like, what, 7-ish zones? Something like that. 13 Lords of Chaos is like 40, 50 maybe. It's a lot. There's a lot to do in the game. Yeah, I'm trying to do the 13 Lords one. I'm like 5 and I'm a Dragon Slayer General. You're like, okay, Dragon Slayer General is gonna be pretty good for you, right? Like, I don't know if you have checked out my progression guide on my YouTube channel. Maybe this is your first time interacting with me during my stream. We do have a progression guide that you guys can follow on the channel. It's like my most viewed video. It's not my most effort video, but it's definitely my most viewed video, and I think it's pretty simple why. It's pretty high quality, and it gives you a good idea where to start or where to begin from as a returning player. But it mostly goes over like what story you should do, and like if you get stuck, what classes you should get, and then like what classes you need to get if you're mid-late game, and what enhancements and all that good stuff in decent enough detail. I think this is the one that told me about the general class, yeah. Yeah, so maybe you watched it then, because that was definitely one of the mid-game classes that I featured, I believe, because it showed you in the progression path actually how to get it, because a lot of the classes I kind of just, like, touched on them briefly, so people go and look at other guys, because otherwise the video would be way, way longer. But yeah, it had mentioned that class, and I think that was one of the few that I actually showed fully how to get. What time is it? It's 7:49, so we have an hour and 11 more of these streams. Sorry, I thought about that. I thought about what time it was because my kid's bedtime is 8 o'clock, and I heard the kids outside my door right now with the wife, so I didn't know if she was putting them to bed or not. Who was the 3 girls? The Darkon saves in the saga, specifically one with the broken head. So Darkon Saga, I really want to go back and watch the story for it, but I did a lot of the Darkon Saga on stream to quickly get the ultras done. So unfortunately, I can't. That's one of the questions that I can't answer, right? Like, I tend to skip a lot of the story, but I'm really into like the edgy dark stuff. So like watching the Darkon Saga is something I did a lot, like every single cutscene. But I stopped watching them because I was skipping them because I was streaming, and I don't think anybody wanted to sit there and watch me just slowly read through it. Sorry. Burping a lot, I'm not really sure why. Didn't have any carbonated drinks or anything like that. I was hoping that this Arachnomancer would be quicker to rank up, but it's taken me quite the while, because I can only hit one target at a time. Ding, for me it's almost 5 PM. Oh, so you're like in California or something then. Yeah, I'm East Coast, so it's not that, early for me. We are just finishing up with this zone though, so like maybe 2 to 3 more minutes and then we will be done ranking up this class. Yeah, let's just pop this. I thought I should have popped this, but I got distracted talking because this would have sped things up a good bit. So I apologize that I didn't do that sooner or think to do that sooner. That's my fault for just not thinking. I am exhausted, my body aches, that's for sure. So I'm not looking forward to working an extra day in the absolute brutal heat at my physical job tomorrow, but I need the money. So I signed up for my own doom. That's why they call me Doom Daddy, because I signed up for my own doom. No, I'm just kidding. Nobody calls me Doom Daddy. I was making a joke about the guy's role from earlier. But yeah. Not one for software to read story. I prefer to listen to someone on YouTube watch less read story. Let me play without slowing down. Yeah, I guess that's a pretty interesting take, right? Like, my big thing is, I never made story content for AQW because of the fact that, like, my memory's not the greatest these days. I mean, I work a very physical job. It's hot as hell, so I'm even more tired than usual. I have 3 kids, and when my wife's at work during the week, I have to watch all 3 kids by myself, and then I, have regular life to take care of, and then I'm trying to, like, make YouTube content for this game. So my memory gets very fried because there's so many different things in my mind at one time. And I bring that up because, like, if I'm, like, reading the story for stuff, like I was originally doing for this game, I just can't do that anymore because I like, end up forgetting it in no time flat, and then I just get a headache. And then I get stressed because now I have an even bigger headache than usual, and yeah. And then I feel like if I were to make YouTube content, I wouldn't be able to just narrate it, you know what I mean? Because, like, that's just low quality for the most part. So, like, I'd actually, like, explain stories and stuff, and it would just be a little too much for what I'm capable of brain capacity-wise these days, I feel like, especially with the guides on topic. Because I don't know how many people would be into that. I feel like it'd be kind of niche at the very least, right? You think it's yeah, there's a lot of female characters in the Darkon Saga. A lot of them. I like Dragon General so far, but I would like some AoEs. So AoE, you can go ahead and grab Shaman. Well, you can grab Shaman, yeah, 100%. But what I meant to say was you can go to /join Ark and grow, pick up all the Gorillafant quests. I have a whole video. Actually, no, I never uploaded that. Huh. I edited it and never uploaded it. That's cool. But if you go to /join Ark and grow, there's like 3 different quests you can grab that are for killing Gorillafants. You just kind of repeatedly farm those, especially on double rep boosts or armor or anything like that. That's going to get you Shaman. Even easier than that though, but slightly worse, is Master Ranger and Slash Join Sansi. That one you can get done in like less than an hour, especially if you've done the Chaos Lord. And then right now, there is... what class is that? Dark Lord. May events should end soon. I'm not exactly sure when they're going to take them away. Obviously tomorrow's June 1st. But May events has the Dark Lord class, which if you started now, you'd be able to farm it before midnight. For example, if they were to remove it at midnight. Not that hard of a class to get. I have a video guide on it, but that's a good AoE damage class for people that like aren't high towards the end game, for sure. But yeah, Arkengrove for Shaman, Sansi for Master Ranger, and then the best of the three, realistically, but it's gone tomorrow, most likely, is Dark Lord and Slash Join Murder Moon, maybe? I have a video guide on that one, though. You'll definitely need the video guide for that one, because it's not as simple as the other two, because it's not a rep class. The characters of Dark on Sakan are actually a musical reference, too. I guess it doesn't surprise me if they're actually a musical reference, because the last sequence of the last couple areas of that sequence, Jesus, were, I don't know how to exactly describe it, but it felt like that vibe for sure. What's it called again, so I could look it up? Dark Lord. Oh, let me see if I can grab the link for you. That'll be easier to do than just typing it and then you searching it up. Plus, I need to see how many subs I have. Yeah, I'm at 1,000, but it doesn't tell me the exact amount after that anyway. That's interesting. So now I won't know if I'm at 1,001 or 1,002. I can no longer stalk my sub count. Where is this at? Dark Lord. And then there's also this one here. Where is it at? Master Ranger. Yeah, if you start now, you would have enough time to farm it if you could find help with it. I mean, that's assuming that they take it out tonight. I mean, they don't always take everything out the exact night. Like, for example, like it's May 31st right now, tomorrow's June 1st. They don't always take it out the very first day of the month with some content. Like, for whatever reason, the Dage's birthday stuff was up way longer than it was supposed to be, but sometimes they do. So I mean, they don't actually communicate well enough for me to know the answer to that question. But if they were to take it out at midnight Eastern Standard Time, which is 4 hours 3 minutes from now, you would have enough time to farm it if you started now and didn't stop. Especially if you're able to find help, because some of those bosses might be tough if this is like your first time. Not first time, but sorry, you're just starting out in the game. So we did another thing there. Let's join Tursus, Yui, not Lim. And let me see if I remember how to get here off the top of my head. I don't. That's awesome. This is not where I wanted to go. But okay, here we go. This is where I wanted to go. I needed to pick up... not this, but I'm interested. I didn't know he had a merge shop here. That looks really cool, actually. But I don't know how to get most of these resources. He's talking about empowered void stones. That actually looks really freaking cool. And I never see people with these tribal armors either, so... Star of the Sand Sea, Cracker Rock. I'm gonna have to do those quests there at some point, because that looked really cool. And now I'm sidetracked, because it's not what I came for. Yeah, level 45. So yeah, you may need help then if you're only level 45. This is the guy that I wanted to talk to. Thank you so much for the follow on Twitch, Stealing Maverick. I appreciate that, man. This is what I was looking for. Void Crystal A. Dark Crystal Shard, Gem of Noga, Tainted Gem. I'm gonna have to pull something up here. Do, 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 do. Class guy. Void highlight. I need. What the hell? Alright, let me pull out my bank pad here and look at, see if I have these resources here. Dark. Full shard. Okay, I have 174 of those already. So we are mostly there for that. Unidentified. I don't have any of those. That's interesting. And then tainted gem 550. Okay, I was gonna say there's no way I don't have enough of those. And then diamond of Nolgath. Nolgath. I wish I had way more inventory space in this game. I know I have 520, which is like max in the game, but like for me, it's just not enough. There's just too many materials in this game thanks to how old it is. So if you're like a new player, you got so much crap that you gotta hold in your inventory. And I hate doing inventory management. I'm not gonna lie there. I absolutely despise doing inventory management. I would just like to have an infinite inventory, but I know that's not exactly feasible, right? Oh wow, my chat deleted itself. That's cool. I don't even know what's worth keeping 99% of the time. Yeah, that's right. Like that's the other thing. Like, you don't know what's worth keeping because like something could be like a really low drop rate and you got lucky to get it, and then you realize that like you deleted it from your inventory and you're like, oh wow, this is a 1% drop. That was a 1% drop and I deleted that. And I could speak to that because I did that before. I was like, oh wow, this might not be useful because I didn't have a lot of inventory at the time. And then I throw it out and then I go like do an endgame grind. It's like, oh, that was a 1% drop. I just killed that guy 300 times and I still haven't gotten it. How far along are you right now? I mean, right? Like it depends. I'm very far along in some ways and I'm very not far along in other ways. So let's see. Cool. I don't need totems. I wonder why I don't have any totems. Pull out my Crag and Bamboozle here. Get 30 of these. Oh, and we got the blood gems. It's awesome. There's like a 3% chance. I just finished Arkan Grove. Oh wow, if you just finished Arkan Grove, yeah, you're like right at the very starting stages of the game. That's crazy. Why am I forgetting what Rowan Genium is? 20 times 15 from Rowan Genium quests. Why can I not think of what Rowan Genium is? What is wrong with me? I wrote the notes on this and everything, and now I just like literally cannot even know what it is. Crazy work. I need 2 more blood gems there. I need 26 more dark crystals and 11 more essence of Nolgath. I mean gems of Nolgath. I can get that from Spin the Wheel. Dark Crystal Shard is from the same thing, damn. And then the totems. Started yesterday. Okay, yeah, if you started yesterday, that makes perfect sense, right? Like, stuff that I'm doing. I hate Nolgath stuff. I cannot stand Nolgath stuff. I mean, some people really like Nolgath stuff. Like, their armor and their weapons is really cool, but I don't like the pathing for so many of these resources for Nolgath items. Like, I guess right now this pet isn't even the pet that I want to have. The pet that I want to have for this is Drudgeon, so I want to open up Drudgeon. And I need the Voucher Item Totem of Nolgath mission, which means I need Essence of Nolgath, which I could then trade for Totems of Nolgath. And what does Essence of Nolgath even stack up to? Oh, I didn't even type that in right. I think that's only stacks up to 100, right? Yeah, 100. I can only turn this in 1 time, and then I get 10 gems and 1 totem. Please choose a reward. Okay. And now I need to go back in here because I need to farm Dark Makai. They give me the essence or whatever, but find a room that nobody's actually fighting these guys in. We're gonna want to. Oh, thought I found a room, but the guy came on AFK right when I ready to fight them. So we're going to slash join Tursus, Ue, not lim. I don't even know how you're supposed to pronounce that. Tursus, Ue, not lim is just how I pronounce it in my head, so like it works in my brain. Cause like I don't know what that is. Pets do things that's literally just cosmetic. Oh, you stream Void High Lord, I meant farming. Yeah, I'm doing some Void High Lord farming right now. I've been trying to get Void High Lord for a YouTube video for a while now, but I've been distracted by 1,000 other things. I don't care for the look of the Legion stuff. Well, that's not too common. It's I feel like so many more people like the look of the Legion stuff over the look of the Nogaz stuff. I like the look of both. I personally prefer like Legion stuff. I feel like Nogaz stuff is more like theme inconsistent. I don't know how else to describe it. I like the look of both of them though. The thing I just don't like about like Nogaz stuff versus Legion stuff is Legion stuff's very simple to like follow along with a lot, I feel like. Why are they not dropping the essence of Nogath? What is going on here? Level 25 version. Where yet? Up by Dark Makai level 25 and Nogath level 100. 10% drop rate. Oh, so I just haven't been having good luck. Good luck farming that class. Well, the only pet I seem to have to do anything is Zorbok. I don't have Zorbok, so I don't know what Zorbok does. But yeah, pets do different things. Like there's different most of these pets are like Nolgath farming do cost JCs, unfortunately, so it's kinda like to people a pay to win method. That's one thing. Other pets will be like chest pets, they'll have like a quest that's like, you know, you do this and it'll whatever, and then others have access to merge shops. There's so many different pets in this game, they don't really tell you what they do. Some will just have interactive elements, and most items don't actually tell you that they have an effect. So like, if you get a new pet and you're not sure if it does anything or not, well, it might, maybe even actually do something. Click on it, see if anything happens. Because that's happened to me many times where like I play something, whether it be a house item or like a pet, and I click on it accidentally, and like now all of a sudden I've unlocked a merge shop or a quest line I never even knew existed. So definitely 100% click on every pet or house item. You never know, or at least, you know, look it up on the wiki or something. How many Noggoth insignia do you have? If you can merge it, if you can merge it to have Rowans if you want. Yeah. I don't have that many. I was planning to potentially do ultras on this stream, but I didn't know how many people are interested in actually carrying me through like Noggoth or Dage tonight. Or Noggoth stuff is where it's at. The newer stuff is definitely kind of hit or miss. Yeah, Noggoth stuff thematically, I feel like it's all over the place. Like some looks epic as heck, and then sometimes it doesn't look very great. Depending on what pet you have, blood synergy, blood gems, totems is probably the most efficient way to get totems, as well as stack other stuff. And what's that from? Depending on what pet you have, the synergy blood gems to totems. What pet is that? Because I'm not sure what that is. How many Noggoth signa do you have? Yeah, so I don't know. But I definitely want to Ultra Noggoth or Ultra Dage tonight if anybody's up for that. Because those are the two big ones I'm trying to do right now. Darkon is great, and so is Drago, but it depends on who else here. He's kind of annoying because I click him on accident because he's always like right up on backside. Yeah, that's what I do with my sword bank pet all the time is I'll click on him when I'm trying to like get from place to place, and wow, it could be annoying sometimes. Totem Noggoth quest from Noggoth. You're only going to need 25 essence for each totem. Oh wow, is that actually true? I forget how the hell to get to Noggoth from here. I have like a whole thing that tells me though. I wrote it down because I don't go to him enough. Where's it at? I've got a lot of stuff written down. Where's the spawn? Someone take me to the spawn. Slash joint. I'm just gonna teleport Tursus. Ue Notland slash 1098. See what I wrote down. It'll be left. Center. Oh, I killed myself. Awesome. Love your streams a lot. Appreciate that. Oshin. Oban plus Crag for Tainted Souls and Cores. I don't have Oban. I don't know who that is. Swindle bonus due on Swindle's return policy give legends from the Randa Uni. And it's just what spend with Crag. You turn legends and totems. Oh, Crag retains Soul and Cores. Swindle build bonus due on Swindle's return policy. Legends from the random uni items from Wheelspin. Crag can turn those blood gems into totems. I really hate Nolgath farming. I genuinely cannot stand it. Oh yeah, here it is. So, unidentified 3, identified 10, and then blood gems can be turned into totems. But I need Crag of Bamboozle and then the Purified Claymore Destiny. So that's a whole nother thing I would have to farm. Wow. I'm gonna make my way to Nolgath and kind of leave it at that for now. We'll start there. Left. Center. Right. That is... There's no way that they changed it that quick. These notes worked for me every single time on how to get there. So I don't know how the heck they're not working now unless they changed it already, which there's no way they did. Left. Center. Left. Bottom right. Center. Right. Right. Left. Left. There we go. Hello, Nolgath. Someone told me that you have a quest for me that is even cheaper. God, there's a lot of hard quests here. Supply spin the wheel. That is not going to be the one that we need. Nolgath's roulette, blah, blah, blah. I don't think that's it either. Put him in Nolgath. Taro's Manslayer. So it's 25 instead of 60, but you also need Taro's Manslayer. And then, where is... Oh, he's going to kill me. We're going to kill ourselves here so we can get back easier. Math is great because you're also accumulating all the regions. You can give me 1 Moglin. I don't have any Moglins to give up. Plus, there's no trading in AQW. Oh, right. And then up here, and then how do I get Taro's Manslayer? I think it's this guy over here, right? Taro Blade Master Quest. He'll give me his Manslayer if I give him 10 gems and a Dark Makai rune. And then I need the Purified Claymore Destiny. And I don't know what the hell... See, this is what I mean. Like, every single thing I want to do with this dang place is like, you need to do this, and you need to do that, and then you need these and those to get that, and then if you get these and that, you get to this and that, and you get to those and this, and these and that, and it's just a sequence of 5 trillion things, whereas with like Legion, it's like, you do the Legion token, and then you got the Legion stuff. And that's so nice. Like, I don't mind it being a little complicated, because every now and then, like, Legion's like, well, you have to have this pre-requirement, but like, this place is like, this is just so much stuff. Also drop from, but I assume it's slow. Wow. Nice if every item 100% Nexus name would drop, Sanus drop right, so Snoops could decide, keep or ignore. Yeah, that would be nice, right? But like, AQW very, very, very rarely confirms their stuff. Like, if you go to the wiki page for every single item in the game, like, it's like less than 1% of the items that have a drop rate, like, that are tied to a drop, that actually tell you what the drop rate is. They don't tell you anything. Did you get the Nolgath's birthday gift pet on his birthday by chance? No, I did not, unfortunately. Whatever dev created Dragon Fable SMF is actually evil. I just need to get that off my chest. Yeah, let's go with that. That person's evil. I don't know anything about that, but they're evil. So, that's a fact. Yo, great stream. How was your experience with Adventure West Infinity? IQW, welcome to the stream, man. I've never seen you before, but I appreciate you stopping by. Adventure Quest Infinity, I'm not the biggest fan of it right now. I think it's just extraordinarily rough around the edges, but it's also an alpha, so I can't be too upset with that, right? I don't speak negatively of Adventure Quest Infinity because of the fact that it is an alpha, and alphas don't really signify a final product whatsoever. So like, it could be totally garbage right now, like it kind of mostly is in my opinion. And then towards the release, it'd be like the world's best thing, or it could stay that way, you know. But like, alphas are not alphas do not signify what something will look like as a final product. So I don't want to say that just because I don't have positive feelings about it at the moment that it won't be positive at the end. Because if you guys watched my streams at all, I was very critical of a lot of things, and there were other things that I kept to myself. But assuming that they listen, which I think they are paying attention to the fact they are missing a bunch of very basic features, like they got the banks added in after I complained about that. Not saying that's because I complained about it, but they did get that in, because kind of crazy to like require people to move stuff from their bank and then not have the bank at the game. That's just one complaint, right? There's a trillion others that I have, but they specifically stated that this upcoming Friday's update isn't going to be anything that actually adds content, but rather adds features and corrects features. So that's awesome, because there's a lot of very basic stuff that they're missing. So I give them props to that. That I was very worried in my own mind that they were going to add a ton of more like zones and stuff to add loot and like give people like content to play every single week, rather than worrying about fixing core problems, aka like things that we need to make sure work and are quality. So I'm very happy that they're not doing it that way, and they are actually fixing and making things more high quality. But that's just random thoughts without going too deep into it. But mogging us with moglins is mad lad behavior. Yeah. Oh, that's why they were saying give me moglins, because I'm using master moglins. I didn't even think about that. My brain is fried and I'm tired. Head hurts. My body's exhausted. Didn't even freaking think about that. I'm so dumb for that. I also zone the moglins out, right? Because I'm not looking at my screen too much when I play. I'm looking at the chat. And I've also seen these little guys so many trillions of times that like I don't even recognize they're there most of the time. Just for the map, you know, Nogeth is sadistic. Yeah, he's sadistic. It's just there's just no freaking reason for it. Forget the farming. Yeah, Nogeth stuff's ridiculous. Bring me back to Dage's stuff, where it's just get the tokens, you good, bro. Every now and then, oh, you need this pre-requirement. Oh, that's not too hard to get. Like, it might be grindy, but it's not like sadistic. Like, I have to like get through this map. Like, even my freaking notes sometimes gets me killed, which is crazy. Dragon Fable lesson is that map for Chaos Lord where you run into completely random spawn rooms in the span. Yeah, I hate every single zone that leads you to random maps. I also hate zones that like have hidden like paths. Like I can't think of a specific name of a zone. Like, right, you have the asylum, which like every room you get is random, right? Like if you go left or right, nothing matters. It's just completely random. That's always annoying. But there's other ones where it's like you have to follow a specific path, but the path is invisible. Otherwise, it's like either invisible walls or it'll kill you. So then every time you die, you're just stuck on a cutscene. So you have to like look up a video or a photo where someone drew lines on it and try to follow it. And it's just so freaking annoying. Like, why did they need to create that? Because they hate us. That's why. There's no other reason. I'm gonna try to get this Dark Lord. Why not? Yeah, definitely get that if you haven't watched the video, Steely Maverick. Vinny runs so smooth comparative, but yeah, I ran out of content a couple hours. Yeah, it runs super smooth comparatively, but I think, like I said, like there's a lack of content. It's an alpha. I wasn't really playing it based on how much content there was. I was playing it mostly to like test and see the features. I mean, I'm a content creator, right? I'm not kind of like one of those people like I'm not gonna name names that's gonna eat it up and say this is perfect, this is amazing, this is phenomenal, no matter what, right? Because they have no critical thoughts in their entire skull. But when I make critical thoughts, I'm not attacking Arctic's Entertainment, I'm not saying anything negative about them, unless, of course, I am. In that point, I would be very obvious and blatant about it. But I've never had like anything outwardly negative to say about them or their game design. My only hope is just they focus on their features rather than focusing on adding more content for people to grind. No matter how many people ask for content to grind, it would be the best thing for them to do is just ignore that and focus on making sure that what does come out is good, so that when that content is added, it's good and it's high quality. Because if we have a ton of mediocre quality stuff, that's not really going to matter at the end of the day. It's not going to keep players there it might keep players there that were already going to stay anyways, but you don't really need to get those people to stay because they were going to stay anyways. You need to be able to attract new people, especially since it's supposed to be a 2026, 2027 release, whenever they actually get it to come out of alpha. It needs to be high quality, enough to draw in new people, because if it only ever draws in like the same crowd, well, we're all getting old. We're not getting younger. So we'll die, we'll go away, and then they'll have nothing. It's a very dark thought, but it's the reality. Like, if you guys look at my analytics, I've shared them a couple times before. Less than 2% of my audience is under the age of 18. And that's not signifying the exact audience of Arctic's Entertainment gains, but I think it signals at least something, right? If less than 2% of my audience is under the age of 18, and the game's an old game, so the majority of us playing are people that played from our childhood or something like that. Fifth Lord is 40, I'm 48, got one shot, lol. Yeah, so the Fifth Lord is going to be tough, especially without a group. Like, if you're like less than level 60 or 80 and you don't have great classes, you're definitely going to need to have somebody carry you through that boss, for sure, or have a great group of a lot of people. Great honest response. Keep the great stream, brother. Appreciate it, Chan. Welcome to Noga Farming. It's hell. LMAO Acheron quest. What about the Acheron quest? Also, low-key Arctic's the guy IRL is kind of cute. Jesus Christ, Caden. Who is needing help with the 5th Chaos Lord? There's 2 different people in the stream that might be trying to farm him tonight. Because I mentioned that they should get the Dark Lord before it disappears. If you're interested in helping them, William. If you get them in the Discord or whatever, you could obviously call them, but... Yeah. Got him, someone should have one tapped him. Oh yeah, but you're gonna have to kill him way more than one time. If you're going for Dark Lord and you're following the video guide, you're gonna have to kill him like 50 to 100 times, something like that. Dark Lord's not going to be a class that you can easily figure out without doing like research, so it's always much easier with a class like that to follow a video guide. And I think, not to, be like that, but like I think my video guide's pretty high quality for it. Only like 4 minutes too, so it's not a long watch. Pause it on parts as you need more information on stuff like that, because I do text overlays in a lot of my videos, so that people that pause have the information still. But yeah, just killing him one time is not going to be nearly enough for the class. It's a pretty easy class to get, all things considered, but it's not like the hardest class. I think, but unless the other person left the stream, there should be 2 people that need help with that class, though. Sound like Steely Maverick, who's on Twitch right now, wanted help, and then we have. Somebody earlier was asking about it, saying they were going to work on it, but I can't scroll up to their messages, unfortunately, so I don't know who that was exactly by name. But yeah. Yes, so the missions that you'll need to do is like what? /join Murder Moon, and then you speak to the guy that gave you the Murder Moon missions. After you do his Murder Moon missions, then he has like a go-to button for a different area. And then you do those missions. And then once you're done that, those are only 2 stories you need to actually complete. And then you have access to everything you need for the class. We do have a helper point system in our Discord too, so like whenever you guys have help, or every time you guys help people or whatever, you guys can get a point or whatever. And it's nothing significant, but it's again another thing that's in the roles channel where you can kind of get, like, I think it's like if you finish the month in the top 10 for like points or something like that, you get the helper role, and then if you're in the top 3, you get the super helper role and all that crap. Just stuff to like help the community interact with each other, I guess, like, and help motivate. Because some people really like numbers. I like numbers. You like to have a number go up and feel like they're like winning at a leaderboard for something. I'd have to delete a Discord to join one. That's crazy. I'm not in nearly that many Discords. I'm in like a couple. And I literally only interact with my own Discord for this YouTube channel at this point, because it's the only game I've been playing. Game has gift cards. Yeah, this game has gift cards. You'd look up like Adventure Quest Worlds gift cards or whatever, but it's like Arctic's Points gift cards, I think is what it might be called actually. And those are like they work for any Arctics game realistically, and that's why they do it that way, so that people could buy Arctics points and then somebody could use on AQ or they could use on DF or anything like that. I'm a dev for a bunch of private servers for diff games, and they have all freaking Discords. Yeah, I'm no dev for nothing like that, so I don't know anything about that. I played on a private server for like one game one time, but private servers aren't exactly for me. I feel like they take a specific audience. I usually like it more into the vanilla gameplay in most games, and like how it was intended to be played. Also, it'd help if they have someone that already has Dark Lord, so that way they can find a better quest. Yeah. Sup boys, welcome to the stream, Paragon Prospect. Mainly like a quest and NPC maker for WoW private servers. Oh, nice. I'm sure you get money for that too. Okay. Yeah, I think I actually forgot to add a point to somebody in the Discord. Oh wow. I just loaded up my Discord here very briefly. Sorry, I was reading something in the Discord. But yeah, let me pull my chat back up here for the stream. And for some reason I deleted all my stream messages. That's crazy. I'm on type of soldiers at the moment. I'll ask for help when I get to somewhere I can't solo. Yeah. I don't know why that happened. Yeah, I want to have my stream chat on like my screen so like people that are on YouTube could see my Twitch and people on Twitch could see my YouTube. But I was told basically that like Twitch doesn't like when YouTube has, or when people have their YouTube stream chat on their Twitch stream. So I kind of avoided that because I don't want to have an issue with that. And I didn't really plan to have the Twitch stream on the YouTube view as much because of the fact that like majority of my viewers, like 80-90%, if not way more than that, are on YouTube. It's like I'll have like maybe 1 to like 5 Twitch viewers, but then I'll have like 15 to 30 YouTube viewers. I guess that really goes for anybody who's watching the stream. If you guys see me chatting with somebody that you can't see, obviously it's because they're on the opposite platform of the two, right? This is a double stream, which is why there's that big, beautiful restream button at the top right. I didn't pay 20 bucks a month to get that big, beautiful button. This is restream off my screen. Because that's 20 bucks I don't have a month to get rid of just one thing that says restream. So, sorry, but it is pretty much out of the way at the very least. So I don't think it's that big of a deal, fortunately. That's nice. My stream is frozen on my screen though. Intriguing. Preview at least. Break out the unregistered Hypercam 2 in 4080p. Yeah, there we go. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna break that out. Dark energy. I must have it in my bank actually. That's why I'm not seeing it. Is there anything that I could do with dark energy that I can use to like make some of this grind quicker, easier? Or no? Because I got like, yeah, 2800 of this. You could merge them into a dark spirit orb. I already did my dark spirit orb farming. Try doing the original quest line to unlock the daily quest wrong turn at Void Burkirky for Noga stuff. You can set the daily. Well, where do I start the original quest line? The only thing I'm missing right now, I think, is the totems and the. I'm missing the totems, and I'm missing. Where the hell is my thing that I wrote for this? The unidentified 10. Oh no, I have the identified 10. It just wasn't registering yet because I have 650 of that. See, I'm literally just missing the totems at this point. At least for what I'm working on right now. Like, I need... Where is this at? Do 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 do. Here it is. Void Crystal B. I need 2 more blood gems, 13 more totems, 26 more dark crystals, and 11 more gems. So those I get from spin the wheel. So those aren't too big of a deal to get because I'll just spin the wheel for those, right? And then I need the 2 more blood gems, which I can also get from spinning the wheel, basically. The totems is the only thing that I need here right now. Only thing I'm lacking, excuse me. Original is the start, I think. Makes me miss AQW Infinity Healer had AoE. To be honest, I haven't played Healer on AQW, like this class actually called Healer, in like 15 years almost, so I can't tell you exactly how, like, it works. But I can tell you that all of the classes are different, except for, like, Mage. Mage is pretty much almost identical to how it is in AQW. My only problem with my nodes here is, my notes, it says identify 10 times 200, 20 times 15 from row at Genium Quest, but I already, but, I guess I have the material, so it doesn't matter. I'll worry about it some other time, but I need 13 more totems, 2 more blood gems, dark crystals, and gems. So I literally just need to spin the wheel outside of killing a ridiculous amount of guys for totems. And I don't have anything else written down on my notes on how to get totems other than the way that I did it. And then you guys told me a couple other ways, but... Same skill names but completely different workings, yeah. Yeah, I don't know how the healer differentiates. Sadly. If you haven't checked out my progression guide video, it gives you a good idea what classes to pick up at different points in the game, like what classes are good for early game, what classes are good for mid, late, etc. That's my most popular video right now. I think it's sitting at around 50k views, something like that. It's been up for just over a month. Something along those lines. Dark Lord wasn't including it in it because obviously Dark Lord's a seasonal class, so I feel like in a progression guide it'd be kind of weird to include seasonal stuff since the majority of people watching it wouldn't be able to grab it since it's only available 1/12 of the year. But yeah, if there's anybody skillful in the stream, like, or someone further along at the very least, if there's anybody who wants to do ultras, I'd 100% be down and interested in doing Ultra Nolgath and Ultra Dage if at all possible. So let me know in the stream chat if there's anybody like that that would be down to do those, that who knows how to do it. Really be willing to help me out with that. Original is fortunately very easy, just the 3 void bosses after quick 1 map storyline, which gives very good Nolgath 3 to choose from each day. Is that just /join original? Because that's kind of what I was asking, is like, where do I go to start that? And I know, I guess it is just /join original. Become Nolgath, merge shop. Okay. Cool stuff, and none of it is AC though, so that's highly unfortunate. The hair's kind of cool. Very edgy emo. Inquisit the Inquisitors. Original. Let me add that to my notes there quickly. But yeah, thank you guys, everybody who has supported the stream today. I appreciate it a lot, and it means more than you know. Anybody who's just chatted, anybody who's, you know, been on Twitch, YouTube, anything like that. The guy who gifted a member, I genuinely appreciate that. I'm sure Caden does as well. And then the $3 donation was absolutely awesome too. I appreciate that. I'm very glad that, you know, you guys are supporting me, whether you guys are supporting me monetarily or just as viewership. It all means a lot to me. Because basically without you guys, right, I am essentially nothing, right? Because without support, there's no motivation to grow. We're continued uploading, but the more you guys support me, the more motivated I am to continue creating content. I was very happy to 1,000 subs today too, because I've been trying to get that for a while now. And maybe depending on how many views and stuff I get on my YouTube content, because now that I have 1,000 subs, I should start to be able to apply for ad revenue. So like people that like watch my streams and watch my ads and all that, I'll get income off that, hopefully, at the very least. And as long as I make quality content, I'll get lots of views, right? And hopefully that'll allow me to work less overtime at work. Because that's one thing too, is I work a lot of overtime at work, or at least I try to where I can, and that takes away my time from my channel. But the more I'm able to put towards this channel, obviously the more time and effort I'm able to put towards it, and the higher the quality of the content. So like tomorrow I have no stream. Normally I stream Sunday 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. Eastern time, and the Mondays I usually stream like 7 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. Over tomorrow I'm working overtime for 8 hours, so there will be no stream tomorrow, sadly. I'm gonna get bone dust from each of these guys. Intriguing. 1,000 people follow me, I apply for a restraining order. Well, good thing they're not following me and they're just subscribing to me. There's a difference. But yeah, I want AQW member so bad, but gotta wait for next paycheck, yeah. Fortunately, AQW membership's pretty cheap compared to membership for a lot of games, especially if you buy the year at once, it's like half off, so that's super cool. I probably still list seasonal guy, just say it's only about X time. I'll have for ultras. Awesome. I can also hop in for ultras. So I have 2 people that are willing to do ultras with me. Fiend training. Blood Fiends trained. Overtime, I kind of miss those days sometimes at low on salary. Yeah, I work overtime because I don't make enough, right? To otherwise be able to sustain myself. It's very unfortunate because my wife works as well, and we have 3 kids, so like we work opposites. Excuse me, schedules. So like I'm watching the kids all day off of like no sleep while she's at work, and then I go to work, and then she's watching the kids all day without me, and then we see each other like 2 days a week, despite living together. Those fiends who try to dissuade me very well have their heads up for treason. However, on days where I work overtime, we only end up actually, you know, spending 1 day a week together, or having 1 day a week together. So it's very unfortunate, but it is how life bees. But let me try and finish this storyline a bit, and then I'll hop into an ultra room and see if maybe we can just get one more person in there that just isn't a chatty person who is interested but isn't saying anything. Champion defeated. I need to change classes for this, and let's see. I'll silhouette here insta-kills it for me. Oh yeah, they're using Legion Revenant right now. Roughly 26 an hour if I don't work over the normal 40. I usually actually work on 35 hours. Well, lucky you. I mean, that's not terrible pay. Not terrible pay at all. I mean, because that means, you know, $26 an hour times 2,000, what is it, 2,040 hours, something like that. You're making over 52K a year. Along those lines. I'll do a private room for the ultras. I can hop in and help also. Oh yeah, that's what I was going to do, was do a private room, and I was hoping for as many experienced players as possible. Like, level 100s that know how to do it, because I'm not the most familiar with the ultras, to be honest. You guys know this, so the more experienced the players are, the more able they are to carry, the better. And I'm no professional because I haven't put a ton of effort into learning them. Plus, you guys have been good to me every week so far. You guys have been able to pull me through them with minimal training. The wrong turn at Void Kirk. So this gives me unidentified 13, but it takes Zyfrags, Nightbanes, and Flibbergibius. Oh, Jesus. You may also choose one of... Oh, well, these aren't bad rewards at all. I get 113, but then I could choose like 7 blood gems. I wonder what the drop rates of these are. If these are like 100% drop rates, that's not terrible. But if it's lower than that, well, yikes. Fiend Emblem. I don't know what a Fiend Emblem is. Oh, shit. Continue the story. Joining Fiend Shard. Art shop. Oh, nice. More, non-AC stuff. Oh, here's one that's AC. Let me write this in. Fiend Shard. Shard of the Shard and 1 Void General Surveillance. And a Fiendish Gem Pet. That's a kind of cool looking pet. But knowing it's Nogath, 20 Shards of the Shard is going to make me want to krill myself. Alright. Sorry, I went quiet there for a second. I just pulled something up on my screen, on my second screen here. I'm gonna figure something out. Usually I don't go quiet on the stream. Usually I'm pretty good at chatting and everything else at the same time, but I think I'm just very tired today, so I apologize for that. But I appreciate you guys bearing with me. So, I was trying to pull up some on my YouTube page here. Trying to see how many subscribers we had. I'm super appreciative of the fact that you guys allowed me to hit 1,000 subscribers today. Like, that's absolutely epic. Because that immediately pulls us into the ad portion. Because we have easily over the 4,000 required watch hours. We have like 10,000 watch hours. Because you guys have been a lot of my subscribers have been watching more than one video. Like, I feel like a lot of channels, like especially small channels, like people watch like one video, subscribe, and not really watch anything else. But a very, very large portion of you guys watch multiple of my videos, which is absolutely awesome. And I'm also just excited the fact that like this is my first YouTube channel that's hit that 4-digit mark. Because this is the first YouTube channel I put like a crap ton of effort in consistently. Like, I upload for you guys multiple times a week. I stream for you guys 1 to 2 days a week on the only days of the week that I'm actually physically able to, thanks to the kids and me and my wife work at 2 separate jobs. And I genuinely appreciate just all of that. But here we go. If you want to do private ultra, but I have an appointment with my shower to cry on the floor, I got you. Or work Monday to Friday, like 8 a.m. to 3 to 4 p.m. And there's all 4 of us. We rotate the weekends, so I work on call weekends 1 week a month. Nice. Does it sound bad at all? Have never watched a single video. Who even is this guy? How did I get here? Send help. That's highly unfortunate, Caden. I mean, especially since you're a mod, right? Hey, Squabble, I just watched you run on by. There you are. You and your pretty one eye. Oh, now you're turning into an Ethiopian. How unfortunate, man. Food's expensive, though. Anyways, I'm gonna hop into a private room here. Let me see what server I'm on. I am on Arctic server. /join Nogath or Ultra Nogath. Please only join this if you guys are experienced with this and you guys know what you're doing. I'd rather this go smoothly, if at all possible, rather than inexperienced players come in, for example. So, yeah, Mythical 6789 is rating with the party of 7. Thank you for Sending your viewers over my stream, Mythical. I'm assuming that's on Twitch. Right. Yeah, I think that's Twitch. Because he streams on Twitch only. Appreciate you sending your viewers over here. Welcome, Raiders. We got 4 players here, so... Who do we have? We got... you're level 99. Do you have the classes for this? Do you know how this works, Squabble? Oh, remember, finish all your alcohol. There's sober kids in other countries who love it. Jesus Christ. So who all do we have here? This is 3 players, so... We are now on Slasher and Ultra Noga, so if any of you guys are still in the stream that wanted to help with it, we are over here now. So hopefully we can get people here. Like an AP or damage. Galen. Haven't seen Galen before. I don't know if I'm gonna have to be stuck tanking here. I don't actually really, I'm not extraordinarily good at this guy. I don't know 100% how he works. But we have Scroll of Enrage, there it is. Do we have a game plan here? If you're going damage, Squabble, you don't want to focus Noggoth, you want to focus the blade. At least from my understanding. Unless I'm wrong. And my chat deleted itself on my stream again, so that's really cool. Need your Revenant T1, T2. Well, I don't 100% understand the T1, T2 crap. I know that, like, we, take turns, but I haven't seen the symbol yet that actually shows. Let me just do it so I can see what it looks like. Reckless focus. There we go. I want it to kill me, so let me die there. But if I'm gonna be taking turns, I want to at least see what it would look like when the other person's turn disappears or whatever. Because I assume that's how that works, right? We take turns. 20-second cooldown, 10-second rotation. Yeah. Let me blow my nose. I think that's all I really know, right? Is like the rotation. We need to rotate the enrage, and then we need to DPS the blade and never let the blade live past a certain amount of time, right? And then I need to change my armor here. Better enhancements. This is not the blade that I want, though. I gotta equip this. There we go. Give me a little bit more health. Where did my stream chat go? It like broke. Can I use all blast? Yeah, I can use all blast. I'm gonna have to slash join museum though. Artifact quest, armored crossroads. What is the name of that weapon? This one's penultima, exalted. Where did my pet go? Do 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 do. Unity, there we go. Just a random blade to put that on. Wrong button. All enhancements, lucky all blast. Apply now. Do 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 do. Exalted Unity, excuse me. Slash join Ultra Noggoth. Someone took my spot. Can't quite be carried if there's no room for me. The humor. Outfits. Yeah, I cannot join that. It's full. How unfortunate. Anyways, if you guys want to join me, I am going to be an Ultra Nogath 1099. Go private and you will get, yeah. See. Those totems are going to be a nightmare to finish. I didn't realize they're going to be that grindy or tedious to get, to be honest. I thought they're going to be a lot simpler, quicker than that. If I'm in the rotation, I have Enrage, but if you guys are rotating without me, I mean... Alright, I guess I'm taunt too, so I gotta watch when people are taunting. I did a test run to kind of see what the taunt looked like, symbolized-wise, but... I don't know, maybe I'm... There it is, Reckless, yeah. I did it a little too early. Smooth moves, Buttercup. Because all these special effects here. You hide everybody. Maybe I could see a little bit better. Really missing finish sort by last obtained filter for inventory. Yeah, one thing I said that like Infinity really should have is like, I mean, that sort by last, all that is really nice. But I think one thing that they're really missing with Infinity is like a sort by level inventory. Like, cause I have so much crap in my inventory and I don't want to have to sort everything out because each game has a different thing. I don't know, but I'm gonna go to Ultra Dage now. Weekly quest, Dage the Evil Insignia. There we go. Ultra Dage. My phone just turned on because it died, and I had to throw it on the charger. Yeah, Ultra Dage and Ultra Nogath, the main two that I want to get done, if possible. If we get extra stuff done, though. Some good ones would include, like, the ones that I carry right now is Darkon, and, the one that comes with Darkon that's even easier than that. Fucking... Starts with a D as well, I think, right? Can't think of it. What's up, Nico Hexo Hourly? How you doing? Welcome to the stream, man. I remember your name, so... That definitely means you've been here before, so welcome back. What's up, gang? Yeah. One more player for Ultra Dage if there's anybody interested that has experience or wants to be a part of it. Obviously, preferably somebody with experience over someone not with it. Looks like we got somebody, so it is Gollin, so it's the same crew as last time. Doing great. That's awesome, man. So the only things I remember with this guy is don't heal. Last time I healed, because I completely forgot, but I don't want to heal if I'm here, right? Because heals kill people. So I want to use Health Vamp. That's right. Let me put my Health Vamp blade on. Health Vamp. Health Vamp. That's... Yeah, here it is. Health Vamp. Okay, got the right one on. So no healing. You want to use Health Vamp and Lifesteal or some crap if you really need to. Actually part of your guild, guess who? Correct. I'm terrible with guessing. I'm terrible with names. I just remember your name because the fact that like the way it like goes together, Nico Hexo Hourly, it's kind of crazy name. But yeah, health vamp's definitely important here from my understanding. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what your in-game name is or Discord, 'cause everyone's got like 7 different names. Some people I know a couple different names for, but I don't think you ever actually directly told me what your in-game name is. So if you're part of my guild, I'm sorry. It's Xenon, by the way, haha. Oh, Xenon. My own guild officer. Didn't even know it. It's crazy. It's just because all the damn names. There's 43 people in the guild. Each of you guys have like a Discord name, a YouTube name, an in-game name. Yeah, you can use Lifesteal Scroll if you have anything. Oh yeah, I know. I just don't have Lifesteal Scroll, so I was just gonna roll with Health Vamp, because Health Vamp's got me through this every single time so far, so I didn't think I needed it, right? Let's hope that goes through without needing it as yet again, right? But yeah, thank you guys so much for supporting the stream. For those of you guys who are here the whole time, if you guys have been you just joined the stream, this is your first stream, this is your 10th stream, whatever it is, I appreciate every single one of you guys who take the time out of your day, because I know that time is precious, right? We only have so much of it. So I appreciate you guys supporting me, whether it be just watching, donating, members, just anything, literally anything. It's all very appreciated because of the fact that all of it's valuable. So, and Yahweh, thank you so much for the follow. Yeah, we were just doing a bit of grinding, but I think now towards the end of the stream we're starting to do actual ultras. That's nice. I guess we're ready. That means I can no longer heal anybody. Remember, Jing, don't heal anybody. Yeah, Jing. Being funny, I gotta hide the chat here too so I can actually see what one of these portals glows up. There we go, there's portal 1. And now we can go back. And I'm not healing enough from this, so that's a shame. Bro, that clapping face it doesn't show me the emoji. Okay, it does on that screen. That's crazy, because you said, because on the other screen it says clapping face purple crying, and now I just died because of the fact that I was reading that out loud. So that's my bad there, because I just healed him by dying. But I was reading that clapping face purple crying. Jesus. Right, Paragon, that's what brought me back. I was confused. What? Keep the buffs up, Jing. I'm Squabble, bro. Paragon is crazy. Alright, I guess I'm ready whenever these guys start here. Just letting them go. And I guess they're doing the taunt without me, because no one told me to taunt here, so letting them go, do their thing. Am I like pixels below it? No, I'm not. Okay. Sometimes one time I died because like 1 pixel off the podium, and that was really annoying how that happened. Like, crazy work. Oh, it's the other podium. I was hoping that it was the other one. I was like pre-prepped on it. And I think it's like a 50-50. So, give me some heals, health, vamp. I need those heals, boy. Not gonna survive without them. There we go. Oh, it's the same one 3 times in a row. And he's going like ultra form right now. Is it gonna be this? Is it gonna be same or different? Oh, we might not even make it. Oh, we didn't even make it to that point. Wows. And I just remembered the name of the other guy. / join Ultra Draco. Ah, no, is that not right? / join Ultra Draco. Not it, I guess. But we can go to time in. And it'll tell us there, because we are needs of the special. More battles. Drago. Ah, there we go. Drago. And he already beat me there, because he freaking... Look at that. Gollin beat me there, because he already freaking knew that I was typing in the wrong crap. Drago. Justine De La Cruz. Crizo Estimo 8176. That is a crazy name there, by the way. Justine De La Cruz, Crisostomo 8176. That's a crazy name, but yeah. Drago. You're 100% right. And this is one of those bosses where you walk in and they instantly kill you. I forgot about that. That's a shame. Look at that death. That is a sign of what is going to come to Drago and not me next. I just had to show you guys what was going to happen to him. We were going to walk that door and he's going to die. That's what I was doing there. 100%. Totally not BSing. No, I'm just kidding. But I don't know how the boss here works. This one I don't know much about. This one we just did it for the first time last week and nobody told me anything. I think like one group was saying like go fight the warrior and the other was like you gotta kill the archer first. And yeah, I don't know how this guy works, so this one I'm not gonna pretend. Thank you so much for the membership, Ego. You're killing it this stream, man. I appreciate all your support. Like genuinely, what you have given me today is a lot, right? Because you gifted a sub, you became a sub or a member rather, and you gifted a member and became a member. Sorry, I don't even know what order I said that in, but I really, really appreciate it, man. Genuinely, that puts us at 4 out of 12, right, for the month, so that's cool. Only one taunt like Champion Draketh. I don't know how Draketh works either, right? Well, no, I know how Draketh works mostly, actually, so we're good there. We just need one more player here. So if any of you guys are interested, we are on the Graveland server. Preferably somebody with experience, since I'm pretty inexperienced myself. Oh no, we're in Arctics. When the hell did I switch to Arctic server? We are on Arctic server. I didn't know I switched to that. Let me switch to a different server here actually, because this is one going to be laggy. I'm surprised it hasn't been laggy. And 2, I know you guys without memberships are going to have trouble getting in there. So let's go to Graveland server. I genuinely thought I was on Graveland. At some point I changed it and I didn't even realize it. But a couple different things. If you guys have not already, make sure you guys hit that follow button if you're on Twitch, sub button if you're on YouTube. Ego became a member, which is absolutely appreciated, right? Like, we got 2 members last month. And it was our first month with memberships, and we only got like half through the month, I think. And this month, we're already at 2 more out of the 10 for this month. So, 8 more members for the month is the goal, and we are literally on our first stream of the month of like 7 or 8. So, that's great. If you're on YouTube, though, there's a free option, right? Subscribing, so you guys get notifications for any future content I do. I'm mostly focused on guides. You might not fully believe it, since I'm getting carried through ultras a little bit here. But I do focus mostly on guides, not ultra guides in particular, but guides on how to get items. However, as I get more experience with the game and learn how to do more things, I will eventually have guides for things like this as well. So that's the easiest ultra of all. Yeah. Yeah, I've heard the Drago's really easy, so not expecting anything crazy hard here. I've even heard that you can fairly consistently 3-man it, so would rather have one person here just for safety's sake. It shouldn't be too hard to find one more person, right? There's like 25 of you watching. Gollin, what's your stream name? Because I know, obviously you've been here for these, but I don't know who you are relative to the stream. But if you want to join Justine, we do have a space here, obviously, right? So, I think you've been on Arctic server the whole time. Yeah, probably, right? We are on the Graveland server now. I switched off Arctics because I didn't realize I was on Arctics. I didn't intend to be on it. So my phone said I did a screen recording. That's interesting. Oh, that was me downloading something. Somebody else's screen recording. It was titled that. Never mind. I downloaded a screen recording that my wife sent in the Discord of me in a mosh pit last night. One of the bands that we went to see last night, the headliner band, posted a story on their Instagram, something like that, I think. And she checked that out, and in that story that they posted on their Instagram, I was in the middle of the mosh pit. So she posted in the Discord because I was in there moshing. That was really cool and really fun. But we have, it was a real cheap concert too. It was like $30 a ticket. She bought me that for my birthday this year. That was a lot of fun. I also crowd surfed, and I have a video of that, but I didn't post that in the Discord. You haven't finished Darkon Saga. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't crap on someone too hard. I mean, right? Some people only have so much experience with the game, or they've just returned, or maybe the saga didn't, you know, come out yet, right? So, I mean, if they don't have a saga done, that's perfectly fine. It's no big deal at all. Why is my chat bugging out right now? It's been like this all day. One thing about being an Arctic is that you could probably have a random fill the last spot. That is true with Arctics, right? Are you telling me, Sizzy Disc, that you don't want to join? No, you're probably Gallon, I don't even know. But I've heard you could 3-ban this Ultra fairly consistently. So. I don't really like the pack servers, just stay in member servers. Yeah, I usually do non-member servers for farming. I usually stay in the empty servers in general for farming, but also just to have reduced lag. I joined the packed servers for the chance of having more people. I guess the best way to put it, right? Like for ultras, I'd like to be in Arctics for ultras, and that's really it. But the only ultras I really do with randos is dailies. I usually do my weeklies on the stream because one, it gives you guys a chance to interact more with me, and just, you know, I already know I'm not the world's best player with these ultras. I haven't fully learned them. I haven't bothered putting the time in. But you guys give me information every single week on how to get through these easier or better, and I get a little bit more experience each week too. Rather than kind of going in through randos that typically give total misinformation a lot of the times. I feel like you guys have given better information. Oh, I returned back to the game, I want to say sometime last week as far as actually taking, yeah. Yeah, I know that he's a returning player. So we have 4, oh, we're down to 3 people. I was gonna say we have 4 people, and then he just walked out that door. Baby, come back. You could blame it all on me. No, but if we don't have one person, we might have to do we might actually have to go to Arctics. It's so shameful. What time is it here? 9:06. Let me text my wife quick. You have a similar sweater? Similar sweater to what? Oh, Golin's character. Oh. Yeah. I think that outfit just came out like literally today or something like that. Maybe yesterday. Friday, I think, because I saw it for the first time, and then it was like here in the news, wasn't it? Unless I'm delusional. I didn't see this before. Or maybe I did and I completely forgot about it, but that's cool. A skull made out of skulls, and then there's a raven. And where's the Citronitis Shadows Rising saga? Oh, that was the Friday update from the week previous, and this is Friday's update this week, which I did a video on. Fiery featured gear. I have like 100 sweaters, I swear. You don't have to flex on us. Raven is reference and evermore. I'm gonna change to Arctic since we're not getting a 4th by default, but we are getting low on time, and there isn't a lot of people in the stream trying to join up. So I think this would be the last one that I do before I end the stream, because usually I end the stream around 9. I don't want to have it keep going for too much longer. So, Edgar Allan Poe, yeah, of course. Who else but Edgar Allan Poe? Who else besides Pegder, Allen, EO? I don't know, I try to swap the letters around there a bit. Didn't quite work out. Yeah, there we go. We got Orduadem. Hello, Orduadem. There we go. We got a Jing warrior here. We got a plan here. What class should I go? He says. Of course, he says that. Unknowledgeable noob. No, I'm just kidding. Arch Paladin. I'll taunt. Pedgar Allen Ao. There we go. That's what I was going for, but then I think I ended up saying Pegdar. Pedgar Allen Ao. AoE. He's an AoE class. Chaos Vendor should be good for this one, yeah. That's what I figured, because this guy... 3 minutes left before judgments arrive. TikTok. I assumed that this... I mean, nobody's ever told me that there's special mechanics with this guy. And then him saying there's a 3-minute timer. To me, it just makes it sound like this guy's just a DPS check. And then you just really need, like, one guy who can sustain a lot of damage, which I guess is what you need Arch Paladin for, because Arch Paladin's going to reduce damage taken, and then Cav is going to be really tanky from what I've heard. I haven't actually gotten Cav yet, but I've heard he's really tanky, like some of the highest HP in the game or something like that. Pegder, I barely know her. Man's like rolling in his grave, you know, thinking about the things that we're saying about him right now. Oh, someone died. It was our tank too. Oofers. Well, it's definitely nowhere near 3 minutes at this point. It's maybe like a minute and a half at most. So, we won. There we go. Let's see if there's any other easy ones where I call it quits for the night. I don't think I need Champion Draketh for anything. Do I? I know you need it for Cav. But I think I have enough for Cav. Saying I have 0 Champion Draketh insignias. That's not possible. I have 15. I think you need 20. So I need this one more time. If we can pull out one more Ultra before I end the stream here. Because I think you need 20, right? And I have 15. Oh, someone's going on. Oh, wow. Is that the real YouTuber? In the chat. Hey, Jingwei. Hello. Yeah, if we can pull one more out real quick, that'd be awesome. Because I need this guy, and then I could finish off Cav. If it's 4, like I think it is. GG, yeah. GG, Nico, Exo, Arley. This one's not too hard, right? Like, I think it's like, you need one tank, and then they use Scroll of Enrage or any other taunt that they might have every, like, 2 million HP, except for the final 2 million, something like that, right? And then, like, once he's down to his last legs, he debuffs our damage. Something like that is my understanding, right? Use with every 2 million HP until 12 million remaining HP. Okay. And then at 10 million, increasing dodge by 60% and haste by 10%, so he gets stronger. And then use with every 2 million HP, loss starting at 2 million. Increasing dodge by 20%, always is exactly 3,500. So yeah, it's every 2,000. And then this one he debuffs us, and then here it's... yeah. Any Aussies in the chat? I'm not sure what percentage of my viewership is Australians, to be honest. I know that the big 3 are Philippines... Actually, I forgot what the other third one was. It's I think it's Filipino, US, and Japan, maybe? I've never actually had someone claim that they were Japanese yet, but my statistics, I believe, said like 10% of my viewership's Japanese. I also haven't checked the location in a while. Australians, not even Australians, just Australian, he says. It's crazy. Good luck, gang. Nico Hexo, are you someone who's joined the game? Oh, no, you said you're Xenon. My bad, Jesus. That's how bad I am with names. I just like already forgot that until I remembered. Sure he is next. Come on, Caden. Stop trolling. But yeah, Champion Draketh usually isn't too hard, as long as the person's taunting well, and we got good DPS from what I understand, so. Hopeful that this just goes well the first time and I can call it a night. Because I know the wife's waiting on me, because I told her 9 PM, and well, it's past 9 PM, so hopefully I don't get beaten after this stream ends. I'm just kidding, of course. Not serious. Just checking what to get or what to farm. Really, currently on the top rated is King, Echo, Cab, and Varus Doomknight. I mean, it really is personal preference, right? I mean, I made a whole progression guide video on like what I think people should get. So, I mean, my opinions are there. Obviously, Legion Revenant's a really good one. It's not as good as it was previously, but Legion Revenant is still good. So I feel like that's an option, right? That's why I'm doing Gauge, to be honest, is to get that, or if I decide I want to farm any of it manually, I can grab some other stuff that he has. But I want to get Legion Revenant for sure. And then I want, I'm not getting any mana back, this sucks. I think late game classes, all I really have right now is Lord of Order, which is like super easy to get. I just died. Yami no Ronin could somewhat be considered that. And then whatever that last one was. King's Echoes. I don't have anything crazy good for in-game. What, Arch Paladin? Yeah, I have Arch Paladin, but I consider Arch Paladin more like mid-game. I mean, he's really good. It's really good for late game, but I consider it more mid-game because how easy he is to get, I guess. And I usually consider Lord Order more late game because how easy he is to get as well rather than in game. But I think we've completely screwed this one because our DPS just isn't good enough for this fight. Like, I think at some point we just stopped doing like any damage to him and then he just started killing us over and over again. I usually keep my best classes in my inventory. Which means definitely doesn't mean that I need to clear some stuff out. Arachnomancer, I'm done with you. Dragon Slayer, I only had you open for AQI. AQI. Stone Crusher, Lord of Order, King's Echo. Yeah, I don't have many. Arch Paladin, King's Echo, Lord of Order, Stone Crusher. Wow. I'm really not getting many classes, it feels like. Yami no Ronin. I guess that tells me one thing, and that's that I need to work on more classes. I really need to finish out VHL and... Oh, I have Dragon of Time. Actually, let me pull that out. Legendary Hero is good. I haven't looked into it enough. I didn't read what any of the skills do, so... It might be good. I just haven't looked at the skills. Am I the only one who's cab not really that good, even though KS Slug or Mollix and Draketh? Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I'm not the big meta person here. I was kind of asking to get carried one quick time. So I could finish getting Cav, if I'm being entirely honest. I have decent knowledge on the guy, but not crazy knowledge. Deathlord over there's dancing. You see him like running left, running right. Dude's just having a party. Our DPS seems to be really low here though. What makes Legendary Hero good? KS Slayer's better DPS, but Avenger's better if your AP doesn't want to taunt. Yeah, that makes perfect sense, right? But yeah, what makes Legendary Hero good? I haven't actually read what any of the skills do. Legendary Hero is also good too, but I forgot that class exists. Yeah, Mastering the Wind's like the second person on the stream today that actually say like that it's good, and Mastering the Wind, from my understanding, is good gaming knowledge. They should be here carrying me through this ultra though. Is what they should be doing instead of talking crap in the stream chat. No, I'm just kidding. I carried you last time, at least, huh? Yeah, I know you did last time. Last week's carries were like the best carries. And I learned a little bit. I think I've been learning a little bit every single time we do these ultras. Like the first time I had no clue what was going on and nobody was telling me anything. But this time around I feel like last week I learned a little bit of stuff. I learned a little bit of stuff the first week, and now I'm learning a little bit more this week too. Or at the very least it's sticking my brain a bit better through experience, so that's nice. Everything will come in time. This guy's taken a while to kill though. And we're gonna start getting debuffed like crazy here soon too, so. But yeah, Deathlord, if you're not dancing around intentionally, you don't have the boss locked in place. You should definitely go in your settings after this and lock the enemy in place, because that is a lot of movement. By the way, I saw you in game in Akraloth farming for VG. I knew you were familiar. Farming for VG. What is VG? Vainglory? In Akraloth. I can't remember what Akraloth is. This is also like pretty much my bedtime at this point too, so my brain's like rotted. Vainglory probably, yeah. I mean VG sounds like Vainglory, right? But I can't remember what Akraloth is right now. Is that that red dragon? Well, I guess there's quite a few red dragons. Big scary dragon. There's a lot of big scary dragons. That doesn't narrow it down either. Come on, Xenon. Yeah, see if you're farming for, but you said you're farming for armor while be using your Vainglory vid to like guide you. Oh, yeah, I remember that interaction then. Yeah, because I was... Oh, yeah, Vainglory is the cape. I'm so bad with names that for some reason I was hearing Vainglory and I was thinking Valiance. Yeah, Vainglory. Yeah, I was there farming for Armor of All with Enzo. And like right at the cusp of it, like right when we were finishing it, like I think I said something to Enzo, and then someone, which I assumed then was you, was saying something about like, yeah, I remember the whole thing. First dragon you need to kill for the Armor of All, yeah. Yeah, the one where Graveland's like standing on the mountain or whatever. And you get a shit ton of his scales, and they're like not really used for anything. Well, he's gonna die one of these decades, so that's nice at the very least. He's taking a lot more damage now because he's in his final phase. That's nice too. I like that when you get him down to his final 2 million, it like gets way easier. He like goes panic mode basically. Anyways, we are done with the weeklies that we did today. I mean, we didn't get dark on, but that's perfectly fine. We got a good chunk of them this week / today, right? Like I have, what did we do? We got, I did all the time in ones, and then there's, I didn't do that one, but I did do this one, this one, this one, this one. So we didn't do Speaker, Darkon, or Gramiel. I haven't tried Speaker yet, I heard he's hard. I don't have Gramiel unlocked, so I need to do that at some point. Darius, I'm not really worried about him right now, he's a daily. I only have to do him like 10 times total, so it's not a big stressor. Makes me happy you still remember that, considering you didn't remember what's VGA era. Yeah, well, I have better memory of like what people look like, and I have better memory of like things that have happened rather than names. I hate people sometimes assume that I'm lying when I say I suck with names, but I genuinely suck so bad with names. I remember outfits, and I remember like pictures. Like I don't remember like at all like the guy whose name is T1 Axis in the Discord. I don't remember his YouTube name at all, but I've been able to recognize him this entire stream because of the fact that he has a brown M. Because I suck with names, but I do remember photos really well and stuff, so that helps, right? Like Master the Wind, I don't remember his Master in the Wind. I recommend him as that. Always remember him as that Pokemon girl with the green hat. Yeah, I'm really bad with names, but I'm very good with pictures and thoughts. Anyways, that's gonna be end of this stream, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you guys in the next one. Make sure you guys continue watching the videos. We do have plenty more guides coming out. Tomorrow, I'm trying to finish editing my SDKA or Sepulchre's Doom Knight Armor video. And so we'll hopefully have that up for Tuesday. I did finish the Void Auras video for Necrotic Sword of Doom today, though. So if you guys have not already seen that, make sure you guys check that out. But anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. Battle on.